السلام عليكم.
UFOs. What does the Quran Ahlul-Bayt alayhi salam says? What's a UFO?
Unidentified foreign objects.
Aliens?
السلام عليكم. شو ما في سلام اليوم؟
لا it's
Like Allah, I said.
بس ما عم بسمعك منيح.
Oh, sorry.
I can't hear
my
you.
AirPods.
نعم. So,
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته وخيراته.
Back at you. UFOs, is it the aliens, yani, literally?
Your voice is very bad, Zara. You have to adjust your mic.
Wait, I'm gonna remove the AirPods. هذا الAirPods الملعون. You always have the best voice, by the way, like the sound, your phone, I don't know
بسم
which
الله
one you
خليني
use.
ادق على الخشب احسن ما
ما شاء
تسيبيني
الله.
بالعين.
ما شاء الله. But I'm just saying, it always sounds like you have a microphone and you're like speaking, it's good.
This is the صوت
But I don't know if it's
الحيدري.
your phone or settings.
This one is the صوت الحسيني الحيدري.
والله لك احنا شو صوت
إن شاء الله.
aliens. Well, I have to brag again. I had the professor in my room, such an honor, and he actually destroyed Chev within like 5 minutes. He made him go into like, he gave him like a picture, like he's imagining something, عطاه هيك scenario, and ended it with a yes or no question. He was forced to say yes to the question. يعني هيك. قال له خلاص, yeah, we agree.
So you said you're bragging that the Ayatollah came to your room. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah.
No problem. So I brought the Ayatollah.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm bragging.
Well, I wasn't really the one, but I introduced him anyway. I played a part. Let me don't say all the credit is not for me. But anyway, I played a part, so I brought him, and you want to steal him away from me.
I actually stole him. That's crazy.
Actually,
I stole the Ayatollah and had the room, and he was amazing. Wallah, he's like, yeah, I will definitely enter every lecture, whatever he makes, I'm gonna go.
طيب.
No, and it was really, really good idea, and he was very down to earth, and he was, أول ما فتح الغرفة, he was talking to us. He was asking about like each and every one of us, like إنه نحكي عن حالنا شوي أكتر, stuff like that. Very, يعني interacted with us in a way, يعني هيك كتير down to earth. يعني, and he's so intelligent and knows so many languages. كتير يعني مبين.
We've opened a club for him, so he has scheduled. Yeah, he has scheduled a lecture. It will be mostly on tafsir of Quran and Hadith.
Really good.
Quran, Hadith, of course. Generally, it's tafsir of the Islamic text. So, inshallah, I think he will start on. Let me see the book. The title or the room he actually scheduled. Sorry.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Assalamu alaikum, guys.
Alaikum assalam. On a page and explode.
Yeah. I wanted to say something about him. What was it? Yeah, he's not يعني من النوع اللي مبينك منه متطرف لشيء, بالعكس he's open minded and
يا عمي لا بده يكون متطرف. ليش هيك يا عمي؟
لا بقى هو عم يقول لك انه he's like يعني he will have a discussion about anything with anyone and everybody. Like that's how يعني هيك يعني I concluded that by listening to him. It can be about anything, psychological, philosophical, ما بعرف شو, like even مثلا يعني مستوى مثلا مثلي أنا إنه I will not understand the most يعني complicated things. He will actually explain it على مستوى أنا, واللي more complicated and all that. So I'm actually very excited to learn more from him. Of course, it was a good idea bringing him.
No, so inshallah we will explore the topic of the room once we have like more people in the room. We're just
Muhammad, what made you pick this topic out of curiosity?
Because of the news of what's happening.
What happened?
Check the link that I pinned. The U.S. General of like the Northern Command or something. He said he doesn't rule out aliens as UFOs mount in the U.S. Like they're shooting down UFOs in the sky, and this general is saying it could be aliens. Like this is the first time the United States is making such a declaration.
I'll back in a bit.
That's crazy. That's why I asked you, because I was just reading about it on like I read about it yesterday. But when I clicked the link, now I know. I actually live in Michigan. And now they were.
Yeah. They're coming for you, yani?
Yeah, they're trying to come. I don't know if they're coming for me. I think they're coming for the mukhalifin.
Actually, let me see if I can pin. I was in an American room today, and what they were saying was kind of scary. I will pin the link, just a minute. So every 40 seconds, a child goes missing or is abducted in the United States. Approximately 840,000 children are reported missing each year. And the FBI estimates that 85 and 90% of these are children. Well, no, this is bad English. Child safety dogs. I don't know or something. But anyway, let me see. Let me get a credible.
Put it in the chat, please. I want to see it.
So I actually typed on Google search how many children disappear every year. So there's a website. I don't know how credible this is. It says every year, like 460,000 children, they actually go missing in the United States. I don't know, if this is a credible reference. So in the room, of course, it was actually a very funny room, by the way. So some of these people, they are actually Black Americans, and they said that the aliens, they actually love white people, or they love to kidnap white people. So it's mostly like white men who are blonde in their 30s that get kidnapped. So I was like, I don't know if this was like some a joke. They were joking. I don't know. It was like very funny. It was a very funny room. And of course, I know we have a hadith in this regards. And also there's a verse of the Quran that is very fascinating in Surah Ash-Shura, which I will actually pin here. This verse. This is verse 42:29. Surah Ash-Shura, verse 29. I will pin it.
Assalamu alaikum, guys.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So this verse, وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ خَلْقُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَمَا بَثَّ فِيهِمَا مِنْ دَابَّةٍ وَهُوَ عَلَى جَمْعِهِمْ إِذَا يَشَاءُ قَدِيرٌ. And of his signs is the creation of the heavens and earth, and what he has dispersed throughout them of creatures. And he, for gathering them when he wills, is competent. So the word dabba is actually very important to understand. It means creatures. This word also appears in Surah Al-Nahl, verse 49. وَلِلَّهِ يَسْجُدُ مَا فِي السَّمَوَاتِ وَمَا فِي الْأَرْضِ مِنْ دَابَّةٍ وَالْمَلَائِكَةُ وَهُمْ لَا يَسْتَكْبِرُونَ. It says, to Allah prostrate what is in the heavens and what is on earth of creatures and angels. وَهُمْ لَا يَسْتَكْبِرُونَ. And they are not arrogant. 1649. I will pin the second verse. 1649. So in this verse, 1649, dabba are actually one thing, and angels are another thing. Allah uses the two words in this verse. And to Allah prostrate whatever is in the heavens and what is on earth of creatures and the angels, and they are not arrogant. So what does this mean? We shall see, inshallah. In verse 1661, Surah Al-Nahl, 1661. Let me pin the verse, and I will read it out, inshallah. 1661. Sayyid, please, can you invite Haidar? He's raising his hand in the audience. So 1661 says, just like the previous verse, 1649, the word dabba is mentioned. It says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَوْ يُؤَاخِذُ اللَّهُ النَّاسَ بِظُلْمِهِمْ مَا تَرَكَ عَلَيْهَا مِنْ دَابَّةٍ وَلَكِنْ يُؤَخِّرُهُم إِلَى أَجَلٍ مُّسَمًّى فَإِذَا جَاءَ أَجَلُهُمْ لَا يَسْتَأْخِرُونَ سَاعَةً وَلَا يَسْتَقْدِمُونَ. And if Allah were to impose blame on the people for their wrongdoing, He will not have left upon the earth any creature. So in other words, dabba is creature. But He defers them for a specific term, and when their term has come, they will not remain behind and are. This is 1661. Right. In Surah Al-Jathiyah, Surah number 45, verse 4, the word dabba again appears. I will pin the second verse. And of course, there's one very significant verse which I will focus on in a bit, inshallah. So in this verse, وَفِي خَلْقِكُمْ وَمَا يَبُثُّ مِنْ دَابَّةٍ آيَاتٌ لِقَوْمٍ يُوقِنُونَ. And in the creation of yourselves, and what He disperses of moving creatures, or of creatures, are signs for people who are certain. So Dabba, again, they are creatures. In Surah Al-Ankabut, so many verses. I don't know if we should go through all of them or we should. I think the point is clear. Dabba actually means creatures. And in the first verse, I actually pinned in Surah Al-Nahl, verse 49, angels are mentioned and creatures are mentioned, or creatures are mentioned and angels are mentioned. Now, a significant verse in Surah Al-Shura, verse 29, وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ خَلْقُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَمَا بَثَّ فِيهِمَا مِنْ دَابَّةٍ وَهُوَ عَلَى جَمْعِهِمْ إِذَا يَشَاءُ قَدِيرٌ. And of his signs is the creation of the heavens and earth and what he has dispersed throughout them of creatures. And he, for gathering them when he wills, is competent. طيب. This verse, 42:29, I will pin it. So in Tafsir al-Mizan, Allama Tabtabai actually touched on this verse. What did he say? He said, وَظَاهِرَةُ الْآيَةِ أَنَّ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ خُلُقًا مِنَ الدَّوَابِ كَالْأَرْضِ. This is Tafsir al-Mizan, volume 18, page 58. I will pin this. This is from Tafsir al-Mizan. I will pin the link. This is the link from Tafsir al-Mizan. So Allama Tabtabai said, the apparent of this verse, that's verse 42:29, from the appearance of this verse, that's the verse I just removed from the link. وَظَاهِرَةُ الْآيَةِ أَنَّ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ خُلُقًا أو خَلْقًا مِنَ الدَّوَابِ كَالْأَرْضِ. That from the appearance of this verse, there are creatures, or there are creations of creatures, just as on the earth. In other words, in the heavens, there are creations of creatures just like on the earth. This is the indication of this verse. This is what is found in Tafsir al-Mizan of Allama Sayyid al-Tabatabai, volume 18, page 58. The link is pinned. This is what we found. So at least we can establish through those verses of the Quran and this tafsir of Sayyid al-Tabatabai that from the appearance of this verse 42:29, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created creatures in the heavens as he has created on the earth. This is from Quran and tafsir. This is what we have seen so far. طيب. Now, what do the ahadith of the A'imma, what do they say? Are we to believe in aliens, for example? Let's see what the ahadith say. First hadith from Al-Kafi. This is from Al-Kafi, volume 8. محمد بن يحيى عن أحمد بن محمد عن الوشاء عن عبد الله بن سنان عن أبي حمزة قال لي أبو جعفر عليه السلام ليلة وأنا عنده ونظر إلى السماء قال يا أبا حمزة هذه قبة أبينا آدم وإن لله عز وجل سواها 39 قبة فيها خلق ما عصوا الله طرفة عين. So Abu Hamza al-Thumali radiallahu anhu said, one night he was with Abu Ja'far, Imam Muhammad al-Baqir alayhi salatu wassalam. And the Imam looked into the sky or into the heavens. The Imam told him, Abu Hamza, there is a qubba, a dome of Adam, our father, alayhi salam. And then the Imam went on to say, Inna lillahi azza wa jal siwaha 39 qubbatan. That other than this qubba, other than this dome, there are other 39, and they contain creatures that have not disobeyed Allah, not even for the blink of an eye. So the Imam, alayhi salam, in this hadith, he is telling Abu Hamza al-Thumali that there are actually creatures in these heavenly bodies who do not disturb, or who have not disobeyed Allah, not even for the blink of an eye. This is the meaning of this hadith. Second hadith. Again from Al-Kafi al-Sharif. In this hadith, عنه عن أحمد بن محمد عن أبي يحيى الواسطي عن عجلان أبي صالح قال دخل رجل على أبي عبد الله عليه السلام فقال له جعلت فداك، هذه قبة آدم عليه السلام؟ قال نعم ولله قباب كثيرة، ألا إن خلف مغربكم هذا 39 مغربا أرضا بيضاء مملوءة خلقا يستضيئون بنوره لم يعصوا الله عز وجل طرفة عين، ما يدرون خلقي آدم أم لم يخلقوا يبرؤون من فلان وفلان. سبحان Allah. From him, from Ahmad bin Muhammad, from Abu Yahya al-Wasiti, from Ajlan, Abu Salih, who said, a man came up to Abu Abdullah alayhi salam. The first hadith was from Abu Ja'far, Imam Muhammad al-Baqir alayhi salam. This hadith is from Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq. In other words, the son of Imam Muhammad al-Baqir alayhi salam. So Imam Ja'far, Abu Abdullah, Ja'far al-Sadiq alayhi salam, a man came to him alayhi salam and he said to him, may I be sacrificed for you? This sky is the dome of Adam alayhi salam. He's asking. The Imam said alayhi salam, yes, by Allah, there are numerous domes. Indeed, behind this, west of yours are 39 in the west, white lands filled with creatures illuminated by its light. They have never disobeyed Allah, even for the blink of an eye. These creatures are not aware of the creation of Adam alayhi salam, but they are distancing themselves from so and so and so persons. In other words, the aliens, they do bara'ah. So when I chose the title of this room, it's not because I want to be, I want to be a rascal, or, Muhammad Rafid wants to provoke the Sunnis. No, not at all. It's not because of that. There is a hadith that says even the aliens or the outer space creatures or extraterrestrial creatures, they are doing bara'ah. What does this mean? They do bara'ah like us. So even the aliens do bara'ah. So if the aliens are to come on the earth and they are the good aliens who worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they are coming, in other words, with our cause, inshallah. We hope they will come. Inshallah, let them come. May Allah give them the permission, the authority for their release. No problem. So when I made this title, no, it's not to provoke anybody. They do bara'ah from the tyrants, from the first three. They do bara'ah. This is why I call them Rafidi UFOs. This is why I call the title Rafidi UFOs. What does the Quran and Ahlul-Bayt alayhim salam say? And now, inshallah, we know. We know what they say. Tayyib. I will go. There is more hadith. There is one more hadith from Bihar al-Anwar. I will pin this. So we have established that the UFOs, they are Rawafid. They are Rafidis. The UFOs are Rafidis, and they do bara'ah from so and so, or so and so and so. Fulan, and Fulan. The first, the second, and the third. We've established this. So the last hadith from Bihar al-Anwar, volume 8, page 375. It says here. Sorry, let me start from 374. The hadith starts from 374, and this hadith is also found in Al-Khisal. So I think I should pin the hadith in Al-Khisal from thaqalain.net, because the link or the hadith in thaqalain.net, it actually contains the English translation. So I will pin it instead. I will remove this link from the Shia online library, and I will pin from thaqalain.net the hadith. It's the same hadith. It says, حدثنا أبي رضي الله عنه قال حدثنا سعد بن عبد الله قال حدثنا محمد بن عيسى عن الحسن بن محبوب عن عمرو بن شمر عن جابر بن يزيد قال سألت أبا جعفر عليه السلام عن قول الله عز وجل أفعيين بالخلق الأول بل هم في لبس من خلق جديد. قال يا جابر تأويل ذلك أن الله عز وجل إذا أفنى هذا الخلق وهذا العالم وأسكن أهل الجنة الجنة وأهل النار النار جدد جدد الله عز وجل عالما غير هذا العالم وجدد عالما من غير فحولة ولا إناث يعبدونه ويوحدونه وخلق لهم أرضا غير هذه الأرض تحملهم وسماء غير هذه السماء تذلهم لعلك ترى أن الله عز وجل إنما خلق هذا العالم الواحد وترى أن الله عز وجل لم يخلقوا بشرا غيركم بل والله لقد خلق الله تبارك وتعالى ألف عالم وألف آدم أنت في آخر تلك العوالم وأولئك الآدميين. Powerful. The Imam alayhi salam, he's swearing He is swearing. What does this mean? Translation. So the compiler of the book, Sheikh Al-Kulayni, is it? No, sorry, As-Saduq. Al-Khisal is by As-Saduq. This is not from Al-Kafi. It's from Al-Khisal. So the compiler of the book narrated that his father, may God be pleased with him, narrated that Sayyid ibn Abdullah, quoted on the authority of Muhammad ibn Isa, on the authority of Al-Hasan ibn Mahbub, on the authority of Amr ibn Shimr, on the authority of Jabir ibn Yazid, that Aba Ja'far al-Baqir, Imam Muhammad al-Baqir, alayhi salatu wassalam, said, or he was asked about the following words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, were we then wary with the first creation, that they should be in confused doubt about a new creation? The Imam replied, O Jabir, its interpretation is that when the honorable, the exalted God destroys this creation, this world and houses, the people of heaven in heaven and the people of hell in hell, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will create another world with a new set of monotheist people without any male or female distinction. In other words, with no sexes of male and female or genders. I don't know which word is appropriate here. Anyway, it goes on to say God will create another earth for them to live in and will create another sky to cast a shadow. And will create another sky to cast a shadow upon their heads. Maybe you believe that the honorable God has not created any. Maybe you believe the honorable and exalted. The exalted God has not created any other world and has not created any other humans than you. Indeed, I swear by Allah that the blessed, the sublime God has created 1,000,000 worlds and 1,000,000 breeds of humans, of Adamiyin. And you are in the very end of these worlds and of the last breed of the Adamiyin. So Allah has created many Adams. And I think there's a similar hadith like this, which I didn't actually prepare or I didn't bring along with me, whereby Allah has created many Adams. He's created many Adams other than our father, alayhi salam Adam. So all these hadiths go to prove that we are not alone in the heavens and in the creation. And the Quranic verses that I cited earlier on point to this. Tafsir al-Mizan point to this. The ahadith from Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq and Imam al-Baqir alayhim as-salam point to this. So inshallah, we are living fantastic times. You know, the Shias are always optimistic. We are never pessimistic. We are never pessimistic. Even the oppression that is meted on us does not break us. So if the humans cannot break us, only the fear of Allah makes us humble. And when it comes to the fear of Allah, alhamdulillah, inshallah, we all have that. And Allah has given us promises, and inshallah, they will come to pass. So when we are seeing this news, we are not scared. Like some people, some of the non-Shias, they open rooms, trying to spread panic. Aliens are coming, they're coming to enslave us. No. If the aliens are coming and they are actually Rafidi aliens, they are coming to join, inshallah, our cause. Inshallah, this is my hope. I don't speak for anybody. I speak for myself. This is my hope and this is my excitement. I'm talking personally.
Inshallah.
Some people are actually in the audience, they don't want to come on stage, like they're scared of the aliens. Please come to the stage.
Thank you for giving me the courage, Salaam alaikum,
Oh,
to come on stage.
alaikum.
I was feeling really scared till you said Rafidi alien, and I gained all my courage and came on stage.
Maybe we...
Rafid, what you're talking about is such a fantastic topic. This should have been done a little bit later in a very, very packed room, because what I did not know about the sayings of the Imam. Thank you for enlightening me. A lot of work and a lot of documentaries have been done on just this subject, which is very, very much close to what you're saying. A lot of scientific work is done. There is no gender to the aliens. There's a conspiracy to it. There's also a documentary on how the American government has not exposed the UFOs, how every president in America has been visited at least once by them and has been silenced and kept quiet about it, and has been given a message that they were bedazzled and shocked, etc., and has never come out. So a lot of work has been done. And truly, this is such a fantastic topic. I think you should do it again, actually. A lot of clubhouse rooms will have the same topic, but I had never heard it from the Quranic and the Ahlul-Bayt perspective. So thank you so much.
Thank you too for the kind words. Inshallah, we expect people to come, and if it means we will repeat what has been said already, no problem. But the room is actually recorded, so maybe people might see this room later on, and they would actually listen to the replay. So inshallah. So please, if you have anything, I see Brother Haidar, salam alaikum. It seems you have something to say. Brother Haidar, are you there?
Haidar Baba.
Can you hear me, Brother Haidar?
Assalamu alaikum.
Haidar Baba is known for one thing, guys.
It would actually be fantastic. It will actually be fantastic if we, if perchance maybe some alien might just register an account on Clubhouse, maybe come on
that
stage.
Alien is Haidar. Haidar, open your mouth.
Hey, so Muhammad, imagine the aliens come and just start doing la'na.
Well, this is what the hadith says, that the aliens, they will be rawafid, they will do bara'ah. This is what the hadith I mentioned earlier says.
Well, interestingly, there's a hadith also by the sixth Imam. Um, so somebody asked the sixth Imam that, Mola, do you think like there's a different, like there's another world out there like us? And the Imam replied, yes, there are other worlds out there, and I am the Hujjah of all of them. So you never know. Yeah, you say Muhammad, you could be right. They'll come and testify that yes,
Yeah,
that
but it's
Imam.
also Nadim, it's Alameen. So, I mean, it's self-evident.
Yeah,
And there are parallel universes. There's a lot of theoretical physics that has worked on the 8 dimensions of existence. So there's so much work done because of the curiosity of this. There are rooms on Clubhouse where you'll see people who actually interact with and break that barrier between us and them. And at night, they keep their recorders open. And you can hear these little creatures. They've got squeaky voices. So I don't know how much of it is true or not, but does life exist, Dabbatan, other than us? Absolutely. Absolutely. There's a lot of work done. I'm just so happy for this room.
So when the aliens come, not just and they do a tabarra, are you gonna be doing tabarra with them?
Bro, I'll be the cheerleader, man, with pom-poms and everything. Like Lana would
actually,
then be legalized. It would be wajib on every human being when the alien comes.
I just noticed me and Haider, we look like brothers on this stage.
You guys do look alike.
But no, I agree with Narjas. I'll be like, I mean, yeah, if they go all start doing Lahana, I'll be like, yo, man, I'm gonna start joining these guys.
I think our
Sorry,
national
brother.
anthem might be
Sorry,
Kafir
guys.
Kafir
Ikhwan,
Kafir.
sorry to cut you. The hadith I mentioned earlier. This is it. I will pin it. It is similar to the previous ones I read about many Adams that Allah Subhanahu wa Taala had created or has created. So this is the hadith. I've pinned it from Kitab al-Tawheed. Ayatollah. Oh, he doesn't want to come up. I'm inviting Ayatollah Al-Hakim. He's in the audience. Inshallah, just to announce, there is a new club also. And if you check my profile under the clubs I actually follow, the name of the club is House of Interpreting Sacred Text. So there's a room that is scheduled for the 18th
Oh
of,
yes, I saw that.
yeah,
Yeah,
for the 18th of February 2023, Monotheism Explored.
MashaAllah.
Naam. So inshallah, with Professor Ali al-Hakim, who is an Ayatollah, we will have this.
I'm gonna start calling Sayyid, I'm gonna have to start calling you Professor from now on.
So inshallah, we'll have this topic on the 18th with the Ayatollah. Sorry, Nadim, did you say anything? I couldn't hear you.
I said, yeah, I'm gonna have to start calling you Professor from now on
No,
because
no, no,
these
no.
amazing these courses and classes that you keep creating, mashallah, you're gonna have so many students.
No, no, no. I'm your servant, your student, and Alhamdulillah, now we have a teacher in the person of Ayatollah who will be teaching us, inshallah, will benefit from his presence on this app. I think Haidar Ja'fari, I think that's your name, Akhi. You wanted to say something, and brother Jay also is on stage. Perhaps he has something to say. I was in a room earlier on. Assalamu alaikum. I was in a room of Americans. Please, if you may kindly share this room also, I will really be thankful if you may share this room so we can have more people in. We've shared some verses earlier on and some ahadith from the Imams of the Ahlul-Bayt alayhim salam. And earlier on, as I was saying, I was in a room and it was filled with black Americans, mostly, I think, and some white Americans. And they were actually discussing about this topic because of what the US, I think, general of the Northern Command said, that he does not rule out aliens. And I think a few UFOs have been shot over Canada and the US. So I think, Brother Jay, you are American. So what do you think is going on?
I mean, sound like a record.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
To everyone. The way I look at it, I don't see it how other people may see it, like the alien trope with the green man or the gray man, spaceships. I mean, um,
Brother Jay,
I'm
is it possible for you to get closer to your mic because your voice is kind of dull?
sorry, it's the morning. I'm in the hospital. Sorry. Um, uh, I'll try. To be loud. But no, I just think that there are different creatures who are who are more technically advanced than us, and who some are probably good and some are bad. There's an interesting book that I read when I was in high school called "Behold the Pale Horse," and it was written by ex-marine. I think he was a colonel. Some people in this room probably read it. Bill Cooper, and it shows like he's leaked classified files of aliens and stuff such as that. Yeah, so I think it's possible. Um I do have other theories, but they're unfounded. Uh, they make some of them have legs to it. I mean, there are things that like some evidence for them, but I don't really speak about things that are unfounded. But yeah, that's what I think. Sound like a rahmatullah. Shukran.
وعليكم السلام أخي ورحمة الله وبركاته. Well, if the Quran says so, the Imam says so, we don't have a choice but to accept, to believe. So I don't think it's a possibility. If we have hadiths and they're reliable and the Imams are saying that Allah has created many other creatures, we believe. Whatever the Quran, Allah says, and the Imams and the Ahlul-Bayt, whatever they say, we believe. It's no longer a matter of theory or a matter of possibility. It's a matter of expectation. We can only say we anticipate. So we are waiting, inshallah, to see what the days ahead, hold. Well, nothing may happen. It may just, dissipate into thin air. Nothing may happen afterwards. Allahu Alam. But, it's interesting, like, for the first time, a U.S. General, he's actually making such a statement that he does not rule out that the objects that were shot over Canada and the U.S., they might have been UFOs or aliens. Or they are UFOs, or they might have been, from alien source. So Allahu Alam. And of course, I read the hadith earlier on, and the aliens, inshallah, will be Rawafid. They will be Rafidis, and they do Bara'a. So I think when I read this hadith, it makes me happy.
Brother Jay, sorry, you mentioned you were in the hospital. Everything okay?
Yeah, I got burned on. Fell into a fire. Left side of my leg and upper cheek is got burned. I'm okay though. I should be leaving soon.
Hope you feel better soon, bro.
What happened? How did you fall into the fire?
Cause I'm clumsy. I was making burning trash, and it was really my dog jumped on me, but it wasn't his fault. I slipped and I fell into the trial, and I sat on I landed on like a hot can, like cans, like like canned food, and it kind of burned me.
Hope you feel better, Jay.
Yeah,
I broke
I
my
am getting
hands.
better.
Okay. Skin comes back always. It always builds itself. Yeah.
It didn't remove too much skin. I just have like whelps and marks. It's like it's red, so I didn't get no skin removal. So it's not too much. It still hurts, but it's not too much damage.
To go back on topic, Said Hamad Rafid, the U.S. government also mentioned or hinted that it could be Chinese spy gear or something like that, but I didn't really follow the story.
It's Area 51, guys. I mean, there's so much work done on it. There's so many documentaries. So if you guys are interested, I could share some. But Area 51 is where all the secrets of aliens interacting with presidents, etc. lies. So might want to look into that.
Well, like today I made some post on WhatsApp, and two friends actually messaged me, and both of them actually gave me like some interesting opinion. One of them said, this is actually an attempt by the US to cover up its failure in the face of Russia and China. Then the other one said, well, there is a theory that America has been oppressing other nations, so the UFOs are coming to put a stop to that. So two conflicting and kind of like opposite opinions.
Where have they been? No, no, but there was recently like they shot down like a Chinese. It was a balloon. It was a Chinese spy device. But yeah, China's always been like spying on the U.S. for some time.
Assalamu alaikum, Brother Ali, Sayyid Ali, and Brother Muhammad Tawakkuli.
السلام حبيبي.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Actually, I'm new in here, Clubhouse. I don't know what's going
Brother
on.
Ali, your mic is very bad. We can't hear anything.
I'd say we love UFOs. Ali, we can't hear
Actually,
you.
I'm new here, Clubhouse. So I don't know what is going on, and so it's I just listening to you.
Well, I can't hear anything. I don't know if anybody can hear you.
We can't.
Ali, mic ke paas aao yaar.
शुक्र है कोई तो है.
Please kindly share the room, please. Share the room.
Okay. So, excuse me, Nargis. आपको उर्दू आती है? या कैसे
आती
कैसे
है,
सुनना
but this
नहीं
is
है?
an English room, Ali. ये mic के पास आओ. We cannot hear you. नजदीक आके बात करो.
अब आ रही है?
हाँ, आ रही है, लेकिन और भी अभी भी थोड़ा नजदीक आओ.
अब आ रही है?
Can you guys hear him?
अब आ
Can
रही
you
है?
guys hear?
A little bit, but
Yeah,
not really.
it's like he's whispering.
मैं यहाँ पे नया हूँ, मुझे कुछ नहीं पता यहाँ पे क्या चल रहा है. मैं कोई बात बता रहा हूँ लेकिन उनको शायद आवाज़ नहीं जा रही है. आप इन्हें समझा दें प्लीज.
Sounds like a
Ali
flight.
is new to Clubhouse, and he's also, yeah, so he's not understanding what's going on. But yeah, Ali, just listen on, dear.
मैं सुन रहा हूँ, मैं समझ सकता हूँ. I can understand.
Okay. We're just having this room and we're talking about it. So welcome, Ali John.
Thank you.
So there's news right now that Britain and the US are accusing China of flying these spy balloons again. And they're saying now they're entering UK space. So Britain space. Is this a pretext for something happening that's going to happen in the region over there? Who knows?
Yeah, that's a very good question, Sayyid, because sometimes this could be maybe premeditated in order to justify maybe a consequence. It could be a pretext. Now, I'm not accusing them maybe of staging it, or it could be the Chinese doing it, Allahu Alam. But in the end, it's kind of, we're kind of in suspense. Let me put it this way. There's an atmosphere of suspense, and we don't know what the coming days hold, Allahu Alam. Maybe nothing, maybe something big, Allahu Alam. But this is definitely, there's like a glimpse of possibility that something big is coming ahead. Of course, just to summarize, earlier on in the beginning of the room, this room is recorded, so I wouldn't like, to repeat myself. Definitely, I'm tired of talking. I get tired of talking, so I wouldn't be able to repeat everything I've said earlier on. I mentioned some verses from the Holy Quran. I mentioned a Shia tafsir al-Mizan for the ayah 42:29. I mentioned some ahadith from the Imams, in particular Imam Muhammad al-Baqir and Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq alayhim as-salam, confirming or affirming that yes, there are actually creatures in the heavens which are dispersed. So if you want the references or the details that were earlier mentioned, the links which were pinned, when this room ends, just under the club, click on the room and you can listen to the recorded room, inshallah. So I don't know if nobody has anything to say in order to preserve the references, the room, so we don't make it very big, we don't make the room very lengthy, in other words. I think we should just end this and maybe open a new discussion room on UFOs. And, if maybe in the other room there's need for references, we can provide the references, inshallah. I don't know if that's a good idea, Sayyid, and I can see 2 thumbs up. Sayyid, Jay, and everybody, if you agree with me, we'll end this. We'll open a new room. It's an open discussion, so we can preserve what has been presented here in the past hour or so. Okay, so thank you. So, Jazakumullah khairan. Join us, please, in the new room, and we will actually we will actually discuss further. And what has been presented here, you can listen to the replay under the club, inshallah, and you can have all the references, the details, the links, the verses of the Quran, the tafsir, and the hadiths which have been already presented. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh wa jazakumullah khairan.